Hi everyone, it's Leah. We're going to do a different kind of program today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little snippet from an interview of a celebrity, and you have to guess their voice. So there will be no singing, no music, but you just have to guess their actual talking voice. So this might be a little bit more challenging. So here we go with the first one. So the first one is a deep talking man from Arkansas, USA. That might be a little bit of a clue. Here he is.
It's still one day at a time, and every day there's an inspiration comes along like this program. Really means a lot.
Well, did you recognize his voice? That was Johnny Cash. I thought we would start it with an easier one, so I thought that one would be pretty easy. So here's the next one. This is a really big star from Mississippi, USA. Here he is.
Of the influence on my type of music anyway. It's a combination of country music and gospel and rhythm and blues all combined is what it really was. As a child, I was influenced by all that.
All right, so did you guess that one? That was Elvis Presley. Our next star is one of country music's biggest female artists. Here she is from Tennessee, USA.
First time that my uncle took me to sing in front of an audience, and it was when they kept clapping and clapping after I had finished my song.
All right, did you guess her? That was Dolly Parton. That's actually a really funny interview. She has a really great sense of humor, that's for sure. This next celebrity is very well known for his commentary on documentaries such as Blue Planet and Planet Earth, and lots of documentaries that are on Netflix. He actually does. He does a lot for the environment as well, like raising awareness. So here he is.
Of Tanzania's Serengeti. Here, volcanic soils create pasture rich in both minerals and nutrients.
All right, did you guess who he was? That was David Attenborough, and that was a little snippet from Planet Earth. That was a really good documentary. If you get a chance to watch it, it's on Netflix. Okay, so here's our next one. This gentleman also narrates quite a bit, but he's also an actor as well. Here's a hint. He played God in a movie with Jim Carrey. So his voice is known as a very calming and relaxing voice. So here he is.
10 times smaller in diameter than the last. Deep within the nucleus, we come upon truly remarkable.
Did you guess him? That was Morgan Freeman doing some commentary on a documentary called The Cosmos. That one was also very good as well. For the next few, I've chosen to do some older comedians. This next one that I'm going to play actually has 2 comedians in it. I think they did a few skits together. It's a pretty funny one, so let's see if you can guess.
Don't ask me to hold the mayo. No, never mind. I remember it now. I remember. I'm Phil Burnside. I just came in there.
Did you guess those 2? That was Dean Martin and Foster Brooks. So this next comedian was a very famous talk show host. He had his own show. He hosted a lot of very, very famous people, and he was hilarious. So let's see if you can guess it.
Red Skelton, Vinny, comedian, used his show to do serious issues. That's not what I'm there for. Can't they see that?
But your monologue is...
All right, did you guess that one? That was Johnny Carson. That was an interview that he did on 60 Minutes. So let's see if you can guess the next one. This next one, she had her own comedy variety show. She was also hilarious. So let's see if you can guess her.
I met him 3 years ago. I was, and I said to him, literally, I couldn't say, he was so nice, and he said, I watch your show every Saturday and so forth. I couldn't say thank you very much. I said, you are a credit to your profession.
That is about the dumbest thing.
Did you guess who that was? That was Carol Burnett. That was an interview that she did with Johnny Carson. Actually, Tim Conway was there as well. So here, let's try to guess the next one. The next one is also a comedian. She was very famous around the 50s, and she had her own show with her husband. I'm not going to say his name, though, because that's going to give it away. But here she is.
French, produced by Les Films du Compas, period. get loused up with that French. Danger Under the Sea.
Did you recognize her voice? That was Lucille Ball. That was her at the 1952 Oscar Awards. She was presenting an award there. So let's move on. The next one is also a comedian. He actually lived to be 100 years old. He died in 2003. So let's see if you can guess his voice. Here he is.
And about 5 months later, I was walking down Broadway on the way to the theater. I looked up at the Paramount sign. It said, Claudette Colbert and the Gilded Lily with Fred McMurray. I almost fell in the sewer, you know. This guy was featured in his first film, and I couldn't wait to the show to get...
If you guessed Bob Hope, you guessed it right. So our next one is an actor. One of his most famous roles was in a children's movie. I'm not going to say which one it is because that will definitely give it away. So here he is.
Rehearsal, dance rehearsal. Probably a week or so. You know, every day we'd do some more of it. We rehearsed on the Disney backlot in 95-degree heat. We almost died, all of us.
Oh, my goodness.
But what fun.
And it's amazing.
Okay, did you guess who that was? That was Dick Van Dyke. He also did his own show, of course, and that was an interview that he did when he was a little bit older. He's actually still alive today, 94 years old. That's awesome. So this next one, he was actually a U.S. president. I'm not going to give you any more clues because it'll give it away, but here's his voice. Maybe you'll recognize him.
This hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. To that World Assembly of Sovereign States, the United Nations, our last best...
Did you guess that one? That was President John F. Kennedy. This next celebrity is going back a little bit. She was an actress. She was also a singer, a playwright, a screenwriter, a comedian. She did it all for sure. So let's see if you recognize who she is by her voice.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, does it work any better? Oh, well, I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Now, take care of these men.
Yes, give them all my address.
I am delighted. I have heard so much about you.
Yeah, but you can't prove it.
Haven't you ever met a man that could make you happy?
Sure. Lots of times.
Did you guess who that was? That was, of course, Mae West. I've heard she was a bit of a controversial woman of that time. She was actually born in 1893, and she died in 1980. So she lived a good long life, but I heard she was a little bit trouble. So this next celebrity is also a female actress, and she was a singer as well. She's very talented, and let's see if you recognize her voice.
You know, naturally or not naturally, however, or if you're not out of shape in some way, you're absolutely dumb. I mean, you're considered dumb. I don't know why that is. I think it's a very limited view.
So did you guess that one? That was the beautiful Marilyn Monroe. That was an interview that she did back in 1955. So this next voice is one that is certainly recognizable to a lot of us Canadians here. You've probably seen him on Saturday nights. There's a hint. So let's see if you can guess who it is.
What it is. It's Pavel Bure last year in the 7th game using blackmail, saying, I either get $6 million or I don't play the 7th game. Now, what kind of a guy is that? That's exactly what happened. He did play the 7th.
So you probably guessed that one in the first couple words of him. So that was Don Cherry, of course. Thanks everybody for watching and playing along with me. I know it was a fun one to make because I got to watch a little bit of all the videos, so it was interesting learning some things for sure. I'll put the link to all of the videos that I used clips from in the caption, so you can go back and watch some of them. There's some really good ones for sure. All right, I hope everybody stays well, and we'll see you next week.